What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Journaling Out Loud. This episode will be about dating, and on the line we have Isaiah. In just a minute, I'm going to bring him in to introduce himself, and we're going to jump right into it. You guys already know what's going on, you already know the deal. We're not going to waste any time. So, here we go. Hello?
Hey, I'm sorry, I had it on.
Still have me on mute.
Yes, but it's okay. I got it together.
All right. I already told them that I had you on the line. If you can just take a minute to go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of let the people know what you do or, what you like to do.
Okay, so my name is Isaiah. I currently live here in Jacksonville, Florida. Um, I work at a credit union. I mean, that's kind of boring, I guess. But I mean, like for my age, I feel like I'm really. But that's not the point. Yeah, I work at a credit union here. I'm a teller. I really like to like get out and just try new stuff. Like I like to like go out and eat new places. Like I like to travel. Just the basics, which I really need to get out and do more traveling. But I just waiting to get my passport. But that's not the point. The point is that yeah, my name is Isaiah, and yeah,
Guys, Isaiah loves brunch and he
yes,
loves mimosas.
yeah.
And every time I see
Thank you.
him, he's having a mimosa. So I'm pretty jealous. We still haven't had the time to go and grab one. But when I'm done here in Pensacola, we will grab a drink for sure. All right, Isaiah, we're going to be talking about dating. I kind of already, told you that was the topic. And he's cool with everybody. I'm real big on getting permission. So let's go ahead and dive into some of these questions. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. What's your definition of dating?
So I recently just found out like that dating is like the same thing as talking to somebody. So I would say like dating is like when you really get to know somebody and that's when you think about them all the time and that's when you're like, oh dang, like I wonder what they're doing and like y'all send like good morning texts, y'all like FaceTiming, like you on your break and you only have like 15 minutes, but you'll make sure that you FaceTime that person just to go ahead and like just to see them, you know? So that's what I consider of dating, but like what do you consider as dating? Because like I have like apparently I was wrong at one point. So what is your idea of dating?
Okay, so for me, I know the younger generation, including me, like people my age and younger, kind of said that dating was automatically exclusive and talking is like the pre-dating stage. I don't know where talking
Right.
really came about, but talking and dating is the same thing, right? So people can
Okay.
date multiple people.
Okay, so that's cool. Like so if y'all are dating, like that's cool. If you're like early if you and your partner are like talking to different people, that's fine. Like
Yeah,
you don't have no
so
problem with it, right?
so if you're not dating exclusively,
Right.
then yeah, you date whoever you please until we make that clear that we're dating exclusively, then hey, I can't be mad at what you do.
Okay.
We didn't have that talk. We didn't come to that agreement.
So when you like at that point, like if you're dating somebody and it's not like exclusive, would you be mad if the other person was having sex with other people?
I mean, I probably would feel some type of way because we can't, as humans, we can't gauge how fast
Right.
we fall for an individual. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you, oh yeah, I'm not gonna fall for him or her for until like 4 months in. You know what I mean? I
Right.
can't say that. So yeah, I could very much so be, be upset that the person that I'm dating is dating multiple people and having sex with them for multiple reasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
There comes with sexual transmitted diseases, getting other people pregnant, or it is a lot deeper than just being upset because they're entertaining other people. It's the risk that comes along with it, and that's why it's important that we have those conversations about, hey, are we dating exclusively? You know, is there anything that I should know about? Here's something you should know about. And so it just takes a lot of communication.
That's true. That's true. But like, I don't hope I'm not like jumping like the gun like the questions, but when do you think it's like too soon to go ahead and like address that like with the person?
What is too soon to address that? So for me, for me, I am very open, so I don't think
Mhm.
anything is too soon um, when you're trying to effectively communicate. Because for me, I'm 26, turning 27 this year, and if I was still dating, I don't want to go through the phase where, you know, like we're taking forever. You know, but like, let me know what you're
Right.
looking for right now, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for right now. That way, we won't waste each other's time. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm very straightforward about what I'm looking for, what I want, my goals, where I see myself, blah blah blah. If I'm dating multiple people, if I'm looking to date exclusively, so just those different type of things. What do you think?
So like for me, it's just like say like if we just started dating, like we just started talking, I guess. Like right off the bat, I'm not gonna tell you like, hey, I'm talking to like X, Y, and Z for me because I feel like, I feel like it's too soon. I feel like, once we get to a good point where it's like, okay, we're like, hey, I like you, you like me, like what are we doing? Like let's have like some type of plan in place. Then that's when I'm like, okay, well, cool, like I'm texting like other people like, hey, look, I'm sorry, we can't do this. But I feel like for me, it's too many options out here just to be just limited to like one person while y'all just are talking. Like y'all can just be talking, and then that's when let's say that um, you are saving your time and X, Y, and Z just for this one person, and then that's when they come up and tell you, hey, I'm talking to X, Y, and Z. I think that we should stop. I don't want to feel left out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't want to feel like, left out. But I feel like if we have, or we come to a mutual agreement, like, hey, look, I like you. Let's, just only be talking to each other. I'm cool with that. But, if you don't give me that, I mean, of course, there's other people that's going to be wanting to talk to me. And that's when I'm going to see other people as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure like when you walk into the store, like, somebody's gonna say something to you or maybe at work or X, Y, and Z, and you kinda have a choice to decline or either take it. But I feel like it's basically how I feel like the relationship is going so far.
Gotcha. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm just more of a hey, like we go on a date, I'm not gonna obviously be like I'm talking to six people, you're number seven, figure it
Right.
out. I'm not gonna do that. But what I am saying
Right.
is like if we're dating, and we're seeing each other like multiple times out the week and you can kind of see gauge where you guys are going. I'm gonna
Right.
say, hey, I know we've been hanging out a lot. I know we're kind of feeling each other. I just wanted to be open with you and let you know that I am dating, two other people, and things are kind of here with them as well.
So you would do that like right off the bat, like, after you like okay, like after like talking to somebody like for like a week or so, you would let them know that soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like at that point, maybe I'm wrong, but like I just feel like for me, if we're just talking and we just started out talking, you know, I don't even know like how I would, address that. Like, hey, look, you're not the only person that I'm talking to. But I don't know. I just feel like basically for me, it's weird. Like when it comes to sometimes dating somebody, I'll have a hard time saying like what's on my mind, and I hate that about myself. And I feel like I should be more open. But I do get in like that type of habit where I'm like, okay, well, should I say this? But I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But then that's when like I end up hurting somebody's feelings in the process. So I mean, oh my god, like I feel like people are gonna like be like, dang, he's cute, and that's when they're gonna be like, damn, like he's just like a bad person to date. But I'm just saying, like that's just me.
I think um, as you get older, because how old are you?
Right.
As you get older, you just kind of, what I'm looking for, you kind of feel the need not to sugarcoat and not to try to protect everybody else's feelings. You start looking out more for you. Because when I was younger, everything I did was to please somebody else. And at the end of the day, I was always the one with hurt feelings. You know what I mean? Even if we're just dating. So I've I've kind of just learned that it's okay to be selfish sometimes when you're dating. Be selfish to protect you and to protect, all the things you have going on with yourself. Because if you don't, just because you're trying to protect somebody else doesn't mean they're trying to protect you in return. You know what I'm saying? So,
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm starting to learn now. Like, it's okay to put yourself first because oftentimes you'll just be sitting there, and not even like with dating, but just like in general, like you'll be sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm giving these people like all my time, my energy, and that's when it's like, well, what are they giving me in return? And that's when you sit back and reflect, and that's when you're sad and you're like, dang, who's really there for me when I need them? I mean,
exactly.
that's just
Exactly. Um, so, as a gay male, right? What are some of the challenges you face when you're trying to date?
so
Dun
with that.
dun.
It's like it's so, oh my god, dating as like a gay male is so hard because it's like you always run across like a dude that's either like has a girlfriend, married with kids, and it's just like it's never like a win-win situation.
What about the
Like,
down low guys?
yeah, like they're like the married ones with like,
4
I
kids.
mean, yes, yes, and be like, because I was talking to this one dude like maybe like 2 years ago, and he had pulled like he rode up on me like when I was at a stoplight, and then like we were he got my number, we messed around a couple times, and that's when like I was really digging him, and then that's when he told me he was like, oh, well, you know, I got a baby mama, and that's when she stayed with me, and I got 2 kids, well, no, 3 kids, by the way, and I was just like, okay, great. So, as we were talking, like I'm starting to really like him and really fall for him. But it's like I know for a fact he's not gonna be like, my man because he already is somebody else's man.
My man, my
And
man,
it's
my
like,
man. You
right. like like at this point I got you on the weekend. Like, no, not even that. I got you after like 8 o'clock or something like that. So, that's really like one of the challenges. Then that's when like I feel like with females or just people in general, they'll be like, okay, well, my friend or my cousin, he's gay, and that's when I feel like that y'all would be a great match. But it's like, okay, just because the person is gay doesn't mean that they're gonna, be one
exactly.
big
All
happy
all
couple.
gays and all lesbians don't automatically like each other.
That's what I'm saying, and that's really where I had like my biggest like issue because it's like I'd be like, dang, he's real cute, and that's when he opened his mouth, and that's when like he's like really really feminine, or like I can see myself in him. And I'm like,
So do you
no,
feel like you're the more feminine type, like you're more in touch with your feminine side?
I feel like I am, but like not feminine, like to the point like where like out, and that's the thing, like when you ask somebody, like, hey, is this person feminine before they introduce you to somebody, they'll be like, oh no, he's not feminine, and that's when, okay, just because he doesn't wear skirts and stuff like that, that doesn't automatically not classify him as feminine. Like, does he like has feminine ways about him? Is he like when I
Because
ask him
y'all,
that
Isaiah, he don't wear a skirt, but
for
he,
real, like.
baby, is feminine. Eyebrows be on point, edge up be on point. He be smiling, titties out with the nipple piercings. Yeah, when he got them
Girl,
done, I
for
was
real.
gonna send him a snap that say, "Show me yours and I show you mine." I was like,
No, for real. Like, I got my nipple pierced, and I was like, ooh, like, I feel
A
feel like
bad
that just took
bitch.
me. Yeah, that took me to a whole nother level. I was like, ooh, I gained like all type of confidence. Like, I was like, think I should have got this done and went into like, by the time I could like take off my shirt and be like, hey, what's up? What's up? You know, like for real.
So
Like, I feel like it's. Go ahead.
it I was just gonna follow back up on, because you're feminine, you don't like to date feminine.
I don't, and I tried it before, and it just did not work.
Too many pretty
Like, I
bitches
don't.
in the same house.
Right, and it's like, what could we do for each other? Like, what,
That's
just
me
bump
and my
asses,
girlfriend.
like.
She looks masculine, but she's a pretty bitch. And let me tell you something. I don't like to share the mirror, so you know I'll be up. Hey, shit, go in your own room and get ready,
Right,
bitch. I need my own space. Wouldn't trade it
right.
for the world though. But I do understand that. I like feminine women though. I love a pretty ass woman. So I don't know. It's a little different for us, I guess. So
Yeah.
he's not a go if he's feminine.
I mean, feminine, like, to a certain extent, like, okay.
He can't
I
be more
mean,
feminine than you.
I don't even know what I want because it's like, I don't want a guy that, I mean, that just has feminine ways. I mean, like, it's okay if, like, if you have some feminine tendencies, as long as it's not too much, you know. Like, if somebody can walk up on you and think that, oh, you're straight, and have like a full blown conversation with you and still think that you're straight, then you're mine. Like
So
you want to get
you
married to
you
me.
don't necessarily want a feminine guy. You want a guy that just looks straight but is gay.
Yes, like seriously. And I feel like I don't feel like that's too much to ask for, but you know, I feel like it's like everybody wants to be bottoms or everybody wants to be feminine, and that's cool. But like, where are all the masculine men? And they're just all taken up. It's just what it seems like.
They
Like
ran
it's just
out.
it's for real.
Amazon
Like,
out, Target, Walmart. If you get one from Walmart, you might want to return
girl,
it. So yeah, we just gone.
right? They
All
don't
right.
got for it at this point.
Are
At
you
this point.
single?
So I don't even know. Like, it's we're gonna say yeah. We're gonna say yeah.
We
I'm
go.
single.
Okay. Guys, you heard what he want. So if you're that, he will be in the description. Y'all go ahead and follow him. That's all I'm saying. He's cute. um. So besides what you already described, what else do you look for when you're dating? Like, what are some of the things that pop out to you? Like for me, for example, when I'm dating, I want someone who could dress, that can put on some shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna put on some shit. I need you to match me.
Right.
Put this shit on when we get ready to step out. So what's
Right. So for me, I feel like I want a guy that that's obviously attractive, of course. Like I want a guy with nice teeth because, like, I mean, everybody isn't born with nice teeth, but that's cool. But as long as you have some type of good hygiene, that's really what I look for. Um, for me, it's like I want to say that you can dress, like you said. Like I want to be able to go out somewhere, and that's when know that you can like match my fly. And then like not trying to say this is a deal breaker, but I want somebody that can support themselves like financially. Not like
amen?
right.
Amen.
Because this dude once tried to talk to me, and he was 30, and that's when I had to teach him about credit. He said his credit was like a four something, and didn't even know how to operate a credit card. And I was just
Holy
like, sir,
shit! A four something?
right? And you were like, I felt like I should not, for me as at my young age, I should not have to, teach a grown man or teach my partner basically, basic stuff. And I feel like that I'm not saying that my partner has to be perfect because I feel like basically in a relationship you should be able to teach each other things, in different ways. But a man that is not able to go ahead and take care of himself financially, that just it's pending. It's like maybe, maybe not. It just depends. Like for real,
Guys,
like you can marry them, and that's when that whatever they got going on can fall on you too. So no, no. But like you gotta think all this stuff like out. But I mean, I don't know. I just want to make sure that basically, you have like you can dress, and that's when sometimes when you're talking to somebody over time, I want to see if like how your mental is. Like if you be talking and that's when you have
stimulate
possessive,
my mind. I say that
right,
100 times over.
right,
If you can make me think about something, and I mean literally sit there and have me pondering for a good little minute about something you asked me, I appreciate that. That's one
for real,
thing I appreciate in anybody, actually. People, my friends, um, relationships, it does not matter. I love having my brain stimulated. It's one of the best feelings. So I'm with you right there, 100%.
and like something similar. Like I want you to like to basically my partner to really like show me like what they like to do because I feel like basically I may not like basketball and I may not like football, but I want you to introduce me to whatever it is that you like, and I might gravitate to it. Like
So we
this
can have
dude,
something to share. Like, I may not know
right,
I like football now because I've never gotten to it. But if
right.
introduce me to it, show me what this is and show me what that is, you're like, oh, I actually kind of like this. Now we have something in common.
Like this dude who I was talking to probably a while ago, I had took him kayaking. We went kayaking and yeah, we went kayaking, and that's something that I like to do. I like to get out in
Was
nature.
this the guy in your close
And
friends?
yes, um, yeah. So
It was the
yeah, we
pause,
went
guys.
kayaking. Yeah, it was a dude in the close friends. We had went kayaking, and he was very appreciative, like of me taking him kayaking because he said he liked to do stuff in nature, but he never had gotten to that point. And I feel like share something with me that like nobody else or people would think like, oh, that's not what black people do or whatever. And he really appreciated it. He was just like, this is really some stuff that our people really don't do, but I really appreciate it because I like nature and I want to do this often. Like he said, he wanted to get a kayak, and I was like, sir, where are you going to kayak? He's talking about something in St. John's River. I was like, oh no, you're taking it too far. But just stuff like that.
So
Just to go ahead and
I got a
right,
question because I heard you say something black people don't do. Do you only
right.
date black people or black males?
And this is like one of the reasons why me and him like we fell out because I feel like I don't want to limit myself to just one race. I want to talk to basically whoever talks to me. I'm not gonna stop talking to you because I'm not gonna like not talk to you because you're a white man. Honestly, I want to date a white man. Like if a white man wants to approach me and say tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. If he is okay, his vibe is alright, and it fits right with my spirit, yeah, we can go out like and have a date. That's fine. Because I'm not gonna be just limited to one thing. Because I feel like your soulmate might be a white man or he might be Indian, but why limit yourself to just one thing?
Exactly. So you said that everybody that approached you or everybody that you've been seeing are pretty much bottoms. Does I know what it means, but for the audience sake, does bottom means they're the ones getting bent over?
Yes, yes. So that's exactly what it means. Like,
Are you doing the
um,
bending?
no. No, quite the opposite. Like, you know, um, you know, and to be honest, I don't think that basically that's something that I would want to go ahead and do. I mean, I feel like if my partner, we are in some type of, we have that bond together, and that's when he's like, okay, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't have no problem with that, but I'm definitely not bending nobody over no time soon.
Mm-mm.
That's,
So what do you, do you have a time limit on like when you're looking to date? Like so if you're dating someone, right? When do you feel like that shift should happen from dating to dating exclusively?
it just depends. Like, you could be talking to somebody for a week and be like, dang, like I think I'm ready to go ahead and be with this person. It just depends on the vibe, and
100% agree.
sometimes. And you said, say again?
I said I 100% agree.
Yeah. And I think that basically in that moment, if you feel, like that way, I don't like. My question to you is, let's say like me and you like we're dating, and that's when like you fall in love after like a week. When do you feel like that you should tell that other
Oh
person or
baby,
tell me?
we gonna go together real bad next week because real bad.
See, that's the thing. Like
Axe
this
type.
one dude who I was
Axe type.
okay, but I'm saying like, my whole thing is like a dude has told me like right after like a week that he wanted me, that he liked me a lot. And while that was cool, I felt like I wasn't really I felt like just give me time to go ahead and catch up. But then that's when how many times do you bring it up after that fact? Hey, like look, I like you.
Do
Let's
you
go ahead
think
and
it
like
was because you did not like him as much as he liked you? Like you were still in your head without thinking about it. People still want to do what they want to do when they have not found their person,
right.
and that sound like where you was at. Like yeah, you liked him, but at the same time, like I'm not done exploring. Like I'm not done doing my own thing. Was he an older guy?
Yeah, he was older. Like I don't like it's kind of rare that I'll talk to a dude that's my age.
Exactly. So he probably was a little bit more like, I know what I want, you're it, and I want to go together real bad. And he was like, no.
Yeah, and I wasn't. Like it sounded good, and that's when I tried to wrap myself in my head. Like, hey, look, you know, I want to be with you too, but then that's when I could not because honestly,
You're thinking
you know,
small when you need to be
yeah,
thinking
like
big.
seriously. No, no, no. I think I was thinking right. He was thinking too big. Like he was thinking about like marriage. I mean, okay, like
Wait,
I'm not
after
gonna
a
lie.
week?
Like after some time, like after like probably like a month or so, like. But my whole thing is like, I kind of like acted on because like,
Okay. Do you
I mean,
think
I
that's
feel
why you
like
have a hard time dating because you're toxic? Oh. Oh.
no, I feel like I have a hard time dating because like, I'm very picky. Like, and then that's when I feel like that it's this one guy that I'm not gonna lie, that I am kind of. I just feel like I'm comparing other people to this person. I don't like. I mean, some people have gotten close to like matching his energy, but then that's when like I get aggravated. Like I'm not patient.
So what
So
happened
like
to
when a
you
guy,
and the guy that set the standards for everybody else?
so I don't know. Like I said, that's when you asked me, was like, am I single? Like I guess I don't know if I am or not because he wants to be on this, I guess, break or whatever, and get himself together. But I don't know like where we at because it's like this break has just been like pretty long. So it's like, are we like what are we doing? So, and I keep asking him like are we are we good? And that's when he says one thing, but it's like I want your actions to reflect basically like what's up, so I know how to move. But I'm tired of like just listening to like what a person says. Like if your actions not, showing me, what you're saying.
So do you feel like um that he's kind of holding on to you as like a backup plan and that he has something else going on? Like
I don't know.
safety net?
I mean, I feel like sometimes I ask myself that because I might just be a safety net. I don't know, but I feel like I keep asking him like, hey, what's up? Like, what do you like? What's up? Like, what are we doing? And it's
What
like,
it is, ho?
right, seriously. So I know how to move, but just when you telling me like, it's okay, X, Y, and Z, that only is
What is
real for
okay? I don't feel okay. Like
that's
what
and
are we
that's what I'm
doing? I
saying.
need to know because if we're cutting ties, I need to know if I need to move the fuck on.
Right. So I feel like, some dudes, or no, not even some dudes, some people just think they can have their cake and eat it too, but it's like, no, that's not how it's gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna, like, just sit here and wait for you to make up your mind today and be like, hey, yeah, I wanna be with you. And that's when the next minute you're like, okay, well, no, I wanna go back on this, like, break where I'm not talking to you. No, it's too much.
So what's so
And
good about him for you to compare everybody to him?
I mean, I think it's like what we like had like when we originally had started talking. Like I had never felt that way about anybody the way I felt about him. Like I felt like for me, it was just kind of like um, I kind of felt like I kind of felt like alone. Like I didn't feel like I had that male in my life that I could feel comfortable with, like talking to, unpacking how I feel. And that was like the first, cause you know how you be going through stuff, and that's when you tell your friend, and you're like, oh yeah, and but you don't feel that satisfaction. I felt that satisfaction with him, and some guys, I feel that satisfaction with, but then that's when they'll do one thing that kind of like irks my nerve, and that's when I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
But with him, it's different. Maybe it's because he's like the first guy. I don't know what it is about him, or maybe like I'm I don't know. I'm just.
Gotcha. So do you think I have a question here. My eyes bad, y'all cannot see today. Um do social media play a role in choosing who you date? Like when you see their profile, if their profile not giving what you want it to give, does that affect how you see them as a person and if you could potentially date them?
Yeah, like it's like when if somebody was to
He wasted no time.
add me,
Yeah.
like I'm just being serious. Like just okay, this is just me. I mean, if maybe everybody is different, but it's let's say like if you add me on social media and that's when you're not cute, I won't add you back. It just that's just me. Like if I don't look at you and I don't go through your pictures, I'm like, ooh, he's really cute. And that's the same thing like with women too. Like if I look at your picture, I'm like, should I follow them back? Like, it's just like, is this something that I want to see on my timeline? Maybe not. I'll keep
Oh.
going.
Guys, he followed me back. That's all I'm gonna say. We friends.
but
We in the close friends. So
but how do you feel about that? Like, but what is your criteria like of following somebody back?
I like people with interesting content. I do want you to have something that I enjoy looking at. Um,
Right.
if you're posting like um I don't know, fucking scamming shit, delete. You may even
Right.
get blocked. I don't know. If you're posting like sad shit all the time, I'm not. When I get on social media, I'm not coming to be depressed, to be sad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I also don't
Right.
like hoes that be front on social media. Like I know you in real life. Please,
Right.
please, darling, have a seat. And for you dudes with the cash on the ear, with your
No.
pants under
No.
your booty cheeks.
No. Let's talk about like how they be spelling out their names in like hundreds or something like that, and it's like, well, that's your mama money. I know you in real life, like I know you in real life. I know you don't got it.
Okay,
Like,
y'all, they only front from January to like April because of income tax.
uh, that is true. That
I
is true.
that Louis belt you got on, you got it when you got your taxes. You know that
No,
shirt
it's
that costs
PhD.
$200 that you posting? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you gonna do? Wear it over and over and over? You need a whole new
Right.
wardrobe. You spent $200 on a shirt.
No, 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 no. You need a car. But you're trying to flex on the gram. But
Why
you,
you flexing? Ain't got who car you leaning up on? Because it ain't yours. I just saw you. You just asked me to give you a ride. No,
that's what
I
I'm
no. You
saying.
can't. You can't hit me up sometime. Like, huh?
It was this dude that was trying to talk to me, and he's trying to be a rapper, and then that's when he was like, and I'm trying to judge his background or whatever, but it's just like you're saying that you don't have money to go ahead and do certain things, but it's like, sir, what are you doing to go ahead and get yourself together? You're acting on social media like you have it together, but you're asking for handouts. Like it's not the
It's
math is not mathing.
it's not giving. It's not
It's
giving
not.
what you're pretending it to give. Um, yeah. So it's hard to gauge if I would be interested in somebody based off social media because everybody fake. Everybody fake on social media. I even post shit you can't take serious. At least on Facebook.
Right.
Like I'm a goofy ass bitch. I love to laugh. You would think I'm fighting demons sometimes. Shit I post. And don't nothing
For
be
real.
wrong with me. I just be laying in the bed reading everybody else stuff. All up in their business. So
And like and kind of like what you said, I kind of to me, I feel like social media is just really really fake because when you meet somebody in person, they could be completely different. Or, have you ever saw somebody on social media and that's when they were just kind of like, ooh, I don't know, looks that weren't really that cute, but when you saw them in person, it's like, damn, you cute, but you just don't know how to take pictures. So I feel like
absolutely.
it's just like that. Like I feel like sometimes it's just like judging a book by its cover. I mean, on social media is just like a book. I mean, like the cover of the book. But when you actually meet them in person, get to know them, I might be like, damn, I might want to date you for real. But I mean, look, of course, if I'm going to be dating you, I'm going to be showing you hey, look, this is how you take pictures for the gram, X, Y, Z, all of them. If you have more posts than you have followers, baby, we finna manage that. We finna get that together. I'm sorry.
I had a
It's just stuff like that.
I had a guy tell me, now this guy, I met him through the Navy. I met him in A school. We were real cool, whatever. I had went to Virginia to go to the Navy hospital down there, and I was like, hey, to some of the people that I knew that lived there. I met up with one of my homegirls, and I saw him, and he was like, damn, you're so pretty. Like you look even better in person. He didn't say I was ugly on pictures. He just said I looked better. And I never thought about anything like that. And when I see people now, I'll be like, oh, they're so pretty, even in person. And I'm just like, I didn't became the person that told me that. But yeah, it's definitely something I look at now. So I don't really give social media too much. I try not to base too much off social media because it's all fake.
But it's hard now, especially with the times that we are in, because it's it's just like with the pandemic, we had everybody was wearing masks, and that's when you was judging a book by cover. Like when people had on the mask, you was like, damn, they is fine as fuck. Then that's when they put on that mask, you're like, oh shit,
Pull the
fix
mask
me,
back up. Pull the mask back. It's because they give
back
it
up,
with
back up,
their
back up, back up,
eyes.
back up,
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
I have a wristband, back up, it's just like that,
Do you have a wristband?
back it up, come on, come on. So I feel like it's just like that. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like for me, I do kind of have a tendency of judging people by Instagram, and that's when I know this is fake. But then that's when it's just when I meet somebody in person, um, sometimes I feel like that's where a lot of people get disappointed because they think that they're talking to this baller and shot caller, but no, you got somebody that's calling you like it's not
Exactly.
getting what's supposed
Exactly. So I don't post a lot of my success on social media for that reason. I feel like, one, you easily become a target. Two, people is gonna hate on you regardless. Like, you're gonna always feel like you didn't receive the gratification that you should have received for your accomplishment. And three, like, I don't give a fuck about pleasing anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we just got a truck. We bought the truck brand new, 0 miles. Like, truck has never been owned, and there's only like a handful of people knew about it, and that was like my real close friends, her real close friends, and my dad, my sister, stuff like that. But everything isn't meant to be like, her and I've been having small victories that we just haven't been sharing. It's because, for what I learned, I gained a lot of fake friends when I was doing good, or I'm flossing. Like, of course, everybody want a friend who's gonna ball out. Everybody wants a friend who's gonna cover everything. Like, everybody want that. So, like, people who want to be my friend because they see just like little old me, I'm cool with that. That's something I can rock with.
right.
So yeah.
And that's like what I want. And I feel like for me, it's so weird. Like I posted something on Instagram the other day, and I posted it on TikTok too, and it was like from Basketball Wives, and like Malaysia was talking about like how with her friends, some like everybody has like their own like life stuff going on, and nobody wants to hear, especially when you have your own situation going on. No one wants to hear about like the sad things that are going on in life because we're grown. We all have like life stuff or whatever, and even that falls like the same with accomplishments. Like you may, let's say you got this car, and that's when you may tell somebody that doesn't that's struggling to get a car. You don't want to feel bad for telling them because like
Exactly.
because I had posted on Facebook that I got like my car. Then that's when I had saw my old manager at like my old job, and she was like, "Oh, well, I saw that you got a new car. Mind you, me and her daughter, we don't even follow each other on Facebook, so I don't even know how her daughter saw it." So she was like, "My daughter saw you on Facebook and Instagram. Mind you, we didn't never follow each other on social media." So she was like, everybody think that your dad got the car in his name. I was like, well, I'm glad they think that, but
What who provokes these things?
Right.
Like, who's
right.
Let me tell you something. If somebody ever approach me because they see I did something good or anything like that, and they go, "Oh, I heard you had help." Bitch, if you don't mind your motherfucking business,
Right.
please mind the
And
business that pays you.
And if I
And if I did, what? You still don't have it.
Right.
What Chris say? You hate now. You can't even get in. What? What?
For real.
Huh?
Like, it's just like it's kind of hard because it's like when you really do want to go ahead and tell people it's just about your accomplishments. It's just like, damn, you just know that everybody isn't going to like be happy for you the way that you're going to be happy.
Are they gonna bring the sad shit? I wish I could do it. Oh, I ain't been able to do this. Like, I can't help that I'm doing what the fuck I need to do to get where and what I need to. I deserve this shit.
Right, and I work hard. Shit, I mean, we all work hard, and we all deserve this.
Not everybody. Not people. There's people out there who lay on their ass and expect shit to change. Child, that ain't none of my business though.
No, seriously.
Is social status a big deal to you?
Okay, explain what you mean.
So like
as far as
these fucking planes in the background, guys. I'm on a Navy base. Like, all they do is fucking fly. So please, I don't know. They like to show up. Yup. It's the jets. They're jets. But so social status is like how well or how high they are up in a social status. Like, so are they well known? Like, do people know them?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Does
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. I just wanted to, just be sure.
yeah.
Um, like for me, it doesn't really matter. For me, I just feel like, um, if you're well known, that's cool. But that's when you have to think about it like this: if somebody that you're talking to is, well known, like there's like a whole bunch of things that can come up behind it. But then that's when I feel like if you're thinking about talking to somebody with a whole bunch of stuff that comes behind it, like, are you crazy for kind of being insecure about it? But then that's when I don't, to me, I don't mind, but I just feel like I would kind of be, it would kind of be weird for me to talk to somebody that's very, very popular because I just don't want to get like, because I'm not, like, it's just like talking to like a club promoter. Like everybody's going to want his attention, X, Y, and Z,
Phone
or
blowing
just,
up in the middle of the
right,
night. Um,
right. And that's when you looking insecure, like, hey, who is it texting you? Why are you worried about who texting my phone?
yeah.
Just stuff
And
like
then it
that.
creates like a chain of problems.
Right,
Definitely.
but then that's when you can talk to somebody that's not really popular, and that's when they could be talking to like a whole bunch of people, and you wouldn't even know because they don't even talk to that many people. So, I mean, to me, it just doesn't matter. I feel like if a dude is gonna want to talk to you, that's cool. If not, it is what it is. But for you, like, is that a big deal? Because I know that that Tati is like a barber, and it's like I know she gets like a lot of like attention, like that way. So how does that like play a role in, for you?
Ooh. All right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes. So she is a barber, and she does get all kind of text messages, DMs, random phone calls, emails. You will be surprised, and she's talented. She's talented, so I do understand why. My only problem came when, bitch, if we laying down, why are people still hitting? Who's hitting you up at 10 o'clock for a haircut?
You'd be surprised.
No, yeah. So I understand people do it, but it's like you have to set those boundaries being in a relationship. Now, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I respect your hustle. I respect the grind, but at the same time, you at work all day. I'm at work all day. When I get my few hours with you, that's what I want, and I expect it to be given to me because that's a boundary I put in place. So
Right.
we had our issues with that, and it got addressed, and we don't have them anymore. She's quick to be like, "Yo, stop, chill out," But it definitely can cause problems, and it was definitely getting there with us. So
Because like I don't know, like it was because like I of course like get haircuts and stuff, but like when I go to the barbershop or whatever, and it just like and I see like the amount of attention that these barbers get. For me, I don't know. I wouldn't even feel comfortable going to work each day, like knowing that okay, well, all these women are trying to come at you, try to like talk to you, like you got like these
exactly.
like
So
other
she didn't
people.
understand that because she's one of those oblivious. I don't know when somebody's flirting with me type girls, right?
Right,
And so like of course you have people bringing their kids in there, and they're like, "Oh, hey," and I'm like listening to the way they're talking to her, and how they like randomly touch a shoulder, or they're like
right,
overly nice in the DMs. It's like, okay, bitch, what part are you not catching that she's flirting with you?
right,
Because when you were at the previous shop where you worked with all men, and I walked in there, you immediately saw how they were like on my neck, on my neck, like fucking animals. I can feel them breathing on me because I was a pretty female, real feminine. I walk in, all the attention's on me. She can't see when it's the other way around. When she's getting
right.
the attention. So yes, having a social status is it's a lot for me because I don't really care to be like out there like that.
Right. Like, I don't know, because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of these barbers out here, it just like, all the barbers, for the most part, they are fine as hell. I'm like, God damn. But then that's when it just like, do I really want to put myself in a predicament where I'm just like, dang, and that's when I have saw some barbers like firsthand, like, um, talk to other people, and that's when I'm like, but it wasn't okay, whatever, okay, cool. So, I mean, for me, but I feel like that's just like with anybody, like, but I just feel like for someone with like a higher social class, it's more easy because it's just like, okay, dang, you have all these people coming your way, and that's when And I don't know. Sometimes I kind of struggle with that too. Like sometimes my coworkers would be like, "Dang, like he was flirting with you." I'm like, "He was," and I'll be like so clueless. Like I think this guy, he like when I was working at DTLR, this guy was asking for like a hat, and he was like said something about the hat that had the cock on it, and I didn't even catch it. And I guess he said related it to his cock. I don't know. And I was like, oh, I didn't even catch it. But my coworker was like, he was flirting with you this whole time. I'm like, oh shit, he was it just didn't register to me. Sometimes I can be a little slow. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't know. I feel like with that, it's kind of hard, especially like with DL guys, because sometimes that they'll be so like slick with it. It's kind of hard for you to kind of know that they're trying to flirt with
Flirt.
you.
I get it. That's fair. Um,
Like I'm like a more direct type of person. Like you gotta tell me, you gotta write it out like in big letters that you like me.
Jesus, I don't know how I keep ending up friends with people like this. Like, it's crazy because all my friends are the complete opposite. I literally have a female friend. When she watches this, she gonna know exactly who she is. But she is so dingy. Like, I always gotta be like, listen to what I'm saying. But love her to death. And then I end up with Todd being, shout out to my girlfriend, guys. She's one of those people. Here you are. I just, I don't, my sister. How did I attract y'all? Like the people that I'm so straightforward. Like I get it. When somebody's flirting with me, I pick it up like this. I'm like, oh, they flirting. I'm either gonna flirt back or I'm gonna look at you like you stupid.
The only time I get bold is when I drink.
Not the alcohol be having you litty.
Girl, we was at, oh my God, I forgot, but with a child, and that's when the waiter, he was the little cute little white man, and that's when we was like, let's order around the shop. I was like, you're real cute. What's your name? And he was like, Bob, and that's when he just seemed like so uninterested. But I was like, I don't care if you rejected me. Like, I still had to shoot my shot. Like, I don't know. Like when I drink, I turn into the whole different person.
When
But
I
it's okay.
drink, depending on what I drink, I'm either shaking ass or I'm chilling. Like I'm a vibe or I'm standing on top of the table. Well, either way, I'm a vibe. But you get the point.
Right. Like one time, like we had like, ooh, girl, we had like a lot of drinks that day, and I barely remember this. I told them the people American flag. Okay, and I know oh my God, that's so bad. I know like you're in the military, but I mean, hey, it happened. I feel like sometimes when I do drink, especially like if I don't pace myself or I don't drink enough water, I can get a little turn. But it is what it is. Like it's always like a vibe. But
Oh goodness. Well, you guys heard it here first.
yeah.
Isaiah is toxic. He likes to get drunk and let his bold side escape.
I mean, like that sounds completely. I feel like I'm an angel sent from above. Like I feel like basically like dating me, which is just like, you know, a
You're gonna
great
watch
recipe.
this video and be like, okay, I understand. I
So
definitely.
I was talking to somebody like the other day, and that's when we were like just saying how like some of the things that I'm doing, like I'm the problem, and that's when I was like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm not the problem. Like everybody else is
Am
the
I
problem.
the drama?
Right, and I'm not. Like when I did the math in my head, I'm not. Like he was like,
Two
you
plus
had got in
two.
that accident.
It's not
It's not
given.
four.
It's
It's not
it's
four.
not given.
It's everything but four. You
Clearly,
know.
he's crazy, guys.
How you want to call it? Okay, I'm gonna try.
I am gonna call it how I want to call it. You know why? Because that's who I am. And what about it?
Hey, your beliefs may be different from mine. I see myself different than the way you see me.
Clearly,
Okay?
clearly, we gonna give him
That's,
some therapy, guys.
Hey, that didn't work. I had to drop him because like you did for real. It just sounds so bad.
If anybody telling you you're the problem, you're gonna get rid of them, huh? They gotta go.
No. Look, I had a therapist, and he was cool, I guess, but I had a really rough day, and I had a meeting with him, and he did not show up to my meeting, and I was so heartbroken. I was like, how the hell? Like, you must be the person. It was just crazy. It was so crazy, but. I mean, it's life. It is what it is.
My feelings would have been hurt too, especially if I got some shit to get off my chest. Who else am I gonna cry to? Fuck.
I was in the car. I was like, damn, I'm gonna say all of this. I'm gonna say all of that. That's when I'm sitting in the waiting room, just waiting on him. This man never came. I was like, God damn, like
hurt.
That's some real trifling ass shit. I was so hurt. What? Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh goodness. All right, Isaiah. So, what is your takeaway for dating?
Like, what have I learned so far with dating, or from all the experiences
From
I've
experience from this conversation, from prior relationships? What's your takeaway from just dating?
Getting to know myself more before I commit to somebody else, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Well, guys, my advice with dating: take your time, have fun, enjoy life, don't take things too serious, and just enjoy the ride. So thanks for checking out Journaling Out Loud. Until next time, peace.